I cannot believe for once in my life I actually found things, like, when they came out. My Five Belows have never ever had Stikbots, but I actually got one of every type of the new Klikbot Dinos, and I very awkwardly recorded myself doing such. It was terrible, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I can't believe I found these, genuinely. Like, I'm in awe. I do want to talk about these, but these definitely need like a more in-depth review, and of course I only got like 6 out of the 18 possible variants. There's something undoubtedly nostalgic about getting something that just came out that's Stikbot related in like a brick and mortar store. That isn't something I really got to do because of how late I came into Stikbots. So this is like, this is really neat to me. Now, I did only buy one of each because I'm not a dirty scalper. I picked the colors I felt were best fitting-ish for all of the dinos, although I made the mistake of getting a purple Packy instead of Dilophosaurus because the purple one's on the box, and I think that would have been a better choice. We got a metallic red Velociraptor, metallic green Parasaurolophus, glitter solid black Dilophosaurus, metallic purple Pachycephalosaurus, and of course the ice blue Stegosaurus, and the metallic blue Triceratops. Some things I'm noticing off the bat is that the general quality of these is a bit lower than the regular Stikbot, probably because of how mass-produced these were. The tails are very loose, the legs are very loose, the jaws are still tight, thankfully. Obviously, what makes these Klikbot dinos instead of Stikbot dinos is that all of the two-legged ones have clicky arms instead of cords. You can see that they don't have any cord in the arms as they had cords to begin with. That does limit the posability, but I don't think anybody really cares. I think this is dumb because, first off, Stikbot dinos have always had a quote-unquote clicky joint in the legs. The leg joint here is a form of ratchet joint, and it's been like that since day one, and I also don't think they needed to remove the cords for any reason. The cords did not hinder them in any way. And this was clearly done just so they could call them Klikbot Dinos, because Klikbots sell really well and they're a lot cooler than Stikbots, so, you know, you're making dinosaur toys, you probably want them to sound cool, right? I realized I didn't check to see if the legs, like, moved at all, and I tried moving it snapped off. That is so dumb. Stikbot Dinos are still very accessible, and everybody's gonna remember the fact that the legs used to be able to move. So why in the world would they make legs that don't move? This is so stupid. If you get these, don't do what I did. Do not try and move the leg. It will snap right off, and now I have to go get another one. That is so cool, Zing. Thank you, guys. The thing is, the Stegosaurus and Triceratops, they have regular old cords in the legs, seemingly for no reason. Along with that, these are the only 2 Triceratopses and Stegosauruses. They do not have any other color variants, whereas the 4 two-legged dinos all come in this color scheme. Each of them have a variant in one of these colors, but a lot of people are looking for these things, so I only got what I needed for right now. So including the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops, there are 18 of these you can collect. 16 of the two-legged dinos, each having 4 variants, and then those 2. Because these are so new and so many people do still want them, if you do find them, I suggest only getting like one of each in the like your favorite color, so that way other people have the opportunity to get them. I would suggest waiting a few months before going all in and trying to get every single one. That's what I am going to do. I also didn't exactly feel like spending $100 on dinos. One thing I found interesting is the box. It is very much an older style Stikbot box. You know, we don't have the windowless package for the eco-friendly. They went back to the same old plastic that destroys the environment or whatever, because they realize nobody actually cares. It is very, very nostalgic, and it is extremely well designed. Very appealing box all around. One thing I want to note, you can kind of see on the box, but it would be easier if I pulled out the backdrop, which backdrops returning is very, very cool. But unfortunately, this is AI. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered to care at this point. I'm so used to Zing doing stupid stuff. But hey, if you guys care, just letting you all know. I'm not going to go too in-depth in my opinion on these because I do want to get them all and make like a full proper review. But as for right now, I don't exactly like them, but I don't dislike them. I'm glad we're getting new dinos, but the quality really isn't up to a very good standard, and I think making a new type of dino was completely unnecessary. Credit where credit is due, all of the colors are very, very nice, and finally seeing Stikbots at my Five Below was really cool. They had Stikbot avatars and Klikbots and a whole wall of these things. It was so awkward recording myself buying Stikbot dinosaurs in real life, and they didn't have bags at the self-checkout, so I walked out of there with a stack of like 6 of these things. I never want to do that again. I never ever want to experience that again. Let me know what you think about these in the comments below. Let me know if you have managed to find them yet. I will say hunting for them and actually finding them was actually very, very fun, even if I'm not the biggest fan of them as a whole. If you're interested in joining my Discord server or following any of my socials, those links will of course be in the description. Keep on hunking my goose and ham sandwiches, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.